In general, I've never been a massive fan of first-person shooters. I spent many of my middle and high school years playing Halo 3 Zombies and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 with friends, but even those were primarily because my friends were playing them. I've always been a sucker for spending time with friends, regardless of the event getting us together. Hopping into VR, I naturally assumed that my feelings around FPSs would continue to prevail, and that kind of proved to ring true over time. Single-player games like Alex, Vertigo, and Boneworks showed how natural shooting fits in with virtual reality gameplay, but if you've seen my channel, you know that the massive amount of my video coverage is multiplayer games. The single-player experiences are fantastic, but they aren't games that will continue to get my time after a playthrough. So, when I got involved in VR for the first time, I tried shooting games like the free Gun Raiders, and then Pavlov, eventually returning it, but nothing really grabbed my attention. So many positive reviews and experiences from thousands of VR gamers, but I just couldn't find myself enjoying the gameplay loop. Until Breachers made its way to the Quest store. For those that don't know, Breachers is a 12-round, 5v5 team game focused around bomb defusal. If you're on the breaching team, your goal is to get into the building and eliminate the other team or plant an EMP system to stop the bombs going off. If you're on the revolter team, then your job is to maintain the bomb locations and eliminate the enemy team. Very similar to the popular flat screen game Rainbow Six Siege. And going into it, I figured I would be garbage at it, and I was, still are garbage at the game.
Up the stairs here. Over here, PvP. Oh.
But God, still are having just way too much fun with it.
I'm gonna leave the building.
2v2, it's 2v2.
Wash is in, or is that the in, eh?
Your prep and team coordination impacts your game, where map understanding is important, but not an overwhelming need for top FPS players to still perform well initially. Once you make contact with the enemy team, you should hope that your prep and positioning has been executed well, because the quiet escalates to an adrenaline-filled burst of interaction once you're into it. You learn something else you could have properly protected, or identify a new route to expose the defenders each round you play. So the improvement path is very linear for quite some time, rewarding you just for playing and experiencing the game. One of my primary dislikes of a lot of VR shooters is how intense the reloading and use of your equipment can be. Don't get me wrong, I get it. VR allows a very unique experience of getting closer to a real-life equipment usage, like reloading, cleaning your gun, or making adjustments to your scope with just your hand. So I don't begrudge people who enjoy those things. However, things like Tabor or Pavlov or even Population 1 end up making these experiences feel a bit more like a chore. Breachers just has you do a button press to eject the mag, grab the new mag from your pocket, and then insert it smoothly. It offers enough to make you feel active in tense situations, but not so much that it is overwhelming. And while reloading may be consistent among most of the guns, the experience for each of the gun types is unique, where the class of the gun is important for your style of play, and then the exact gun choice suits subtle differences in the gameplay of an individual. For example, a headshot-focused rifle player might play Cadillo, while a body spray rifle player might play Vezin instead. Alongside the guns, the equipment is the real big difference from other shooters available. And as you learn how to use them and the maps to your advantage, you can really mix up your playstyles and team roles as much as your imagination allows. All those positives said, the grenade throwing in this game is still trash, and it needs to become more natural ASAP.
That was a player that just runs out there? What the fuck?
Grenading?
Holy no!
That was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. Holy shit.
If you are interested in hopping into Breachers games or other VR multiplayer titles, hop into the Discord linked in the description. I try to play with the community as much as I can. Thanks, y'all. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate your time and viewership. If you would like to join the community, I host monthly VR tournaments and community nights in my Discord. I would love for you to stop by, say hi, and get involved. On top of that, we are always talking about new news and events in social and casual sport VR. I look forward to seeing you around.